and welcome. Today, we're going to go through is the cybersecurity practices applicable on the platform Steam. Steam is one of the most popular platforms on the PC for operating your games and any digital gaming content with certain apps also on the Steam platform. This guide will give parents and children instructional information and a handy guide on how to put forward the best family practices to remain cybersecurity aware. Thank you, and please stay tuned for the rest of the video. So diving into Steam, once we load into our profile, so you've created an account, logged in, and it is always good to have the actual email under the parental's control. So any game you purchase will be done on the actual parental's email account and on their account. Now, to access the family settings, you simply have to click on View, go down to Settings. You'll have your different settings here. However, click on Family, Manage Family View. And now this will give you certain restrictions that you can place on others, such as your family, wanting to access certain games on your accounts and stuff like that. So, for example, if we got multiple different rated games, MA15 plus, M15, M, maybe RA game, whatever it may be, you can click on the only games I choose, and you can select the content that you want them having access to. Now, Steam Store gives them permission effectively to access the Steam Store and purchase other stuff, other games, apps, and stuff like that on your account. So it's good to leave the Steam Store off if you don't want them having access. Stops unnecessary purchases and stuff like that without you knowing. Community generated content, that's just things as like video footage and like gameplay and stuff like that that has been posted by the community. So that's generally pretty safe and sound. Friends, chat, and groups. So if you want them with the ability to add friends, message them, and stuff like that, you can tick that effectively. Now, it's always good to explain, obviously, the cybersecurity awareness around that also that comes with that, such as cyberbullying and other aspects around the chat and things that might go along that. My online profile screenshots and achievements. So if you want them having the ability to see the achievements and the online profile, generally they won't be able to edit that online profile. This is just to see the online profile and screenshots and stuff like that. It's not a bad thing because achievements also, they can see the achievements in certain games they are playing, and it gives them kind of like that little one-up effectively in that game aspect of seeing those achievements that they're achieving. So there's generally no issues with that. If you want them having access to all your games, because say all the games that you have maybe on your parental account are all that, they're all PG rated games, you can select all games. But I like the only games, and that way you can choose them. So doing that, just hit next. You can see here all the games and apps that you currently have selected on your PC or download effectively. You can now select these. So say I want them only having access to say Lost Ark, maybe Frozen Flame, possibly New World, whatever it may be effectively. You can choose those games and go next. Now your recovery email address, you'll put in recovery email, and this is in case you forget your PIN number, which we'll show you shortly. However, put in your backup email address, link to yourself. We'll go next and put in a 4-digit PIN number. So for this example, we're just going to use 1234 and then go next. So now you're just going to go log in to your actual email and get that security code to verify that you want to access. So we input that Steam code. Now you can see Family View is now enabled, and you can see this by the little access up here. So you can edit this information. This will go through everything and tell you the account that you've linked up, effectively for all the communication, stuff like that. Now, once you go tick this right and hit OK, most likely. So now it's put you in Family View. So if you go into the library, right, those games that are selected are the only ones with access to those games. if you tick, say, that communication option where, they couldn't message and stuff like that, that would also now prohibit that. They don't have much access to anything else really in here. Because I had the friends options and stuff like that added, or ticked in that selection box, they can go doing that. However, that's one way to control it. Now, to disable the family view, say you're wanting to get back in, you've jumped on the PC and you want access to your Steam account, you simply select that and you put in the PIN that you had entered originally. So ours was 1234 in this example. Hit OK. And now that little red symbol is going, yep, you're out of family view. You now have access to all your games. This now opens up the store to purchase stuff and all that. So you can go through and purchase stuff. And then simply going back to family view, say your kid's planning on jumping on, you can click that, go OK. And it goes back again. You can see stores, they don't have anything to purchase. They can't do anything there. And that explains those. The good principles explain around it also. Obviously explain if you have ticked that friend option and ability to add, explain that cybersecurity and making aware that, hey, only add friends that you actually know, or, make sure they know the principles around cybersecurity itself, bullying, harassment, all those other aspects that come into play. This was just a quick run through of Steam, effectively, how to get in that family view and those quick little parental controls. So we hope this has provided you some great insight, and thank you for joining us for our Steam family account and cybersecurity awareness.